Welcome to Easy to Love Yoga with Shanna. We are doing a chair yoga class today. We will be using a yoga strap, so please have your strap handy by just draping it over your legs to start. To begin class, let's come seated forward in our chair. So our glutes are on the chair, our hamstrings are hanging off of the chair. Our feet are nice and flat on the ground and 90-degree bend at the knees. Thinking about sitting nice and tall in your chair, resting your hands in your lap, and closing your eyes to notice your breath. When you inhale, do allow your belly to rise, breathing deeply. Just notice. Scanning the body now, starting at the crown of the head, working all the way down to the toes, noticing any areas you need to be mindful of as you move through this practice today. Please keep in mind, if a pose we're doing feels uncomfortable, you do not need to do that pose. Please wait for us to move on to the next thing. Always keep yourself safe. Starting with an inhale through the nose, we'll begin with our 4 square breathing. Inhaling for 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain your breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale through the nose. 4, 3, 2, 1. Retain the emptiness. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale, notice your posture. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Returning to your regular breath and noticing if you're breathing deeply. Gently open your eyes. We'll start by rolling our shoulders a couple times to the back of the room and rolling a couple of times to the front of the room. Beautiful. We're going to bring our arms into a T position, sitting nice and tall in your chair. And on an exhale, I'd like you to twist to one side, stopping at that first sensation of the twist, holding here, breathing deeply. Sitting nice and tall in the chair, breathing deeply. One more breath here. Slowly coming back to our starting position. Now let's, on an exhale, twist to the opposite side. Once again, stopping at that first sensation of the stretch, holding here, sitting tall, breathing deeply. One more breath here. And let's rotate back to center. This time bring one hand down to the edge of the chair. The opposite hand comes up to the sky, gazing through those fingers, looking up at the ceiling. And slowly rotating back to our starting position. And now the hand that was in the sky comes down beside the chair. Opposite hand comes up, looking through the fingers at the ceiling. One more breath here, and then just rotating. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring our arms to a cactus pose. We're just going to bring our shoulder blades behind our back, feeling those shoulder blades engage here. Sitting tall. And relaxing, coming back to our starting point. One more time, let's bring those elbows slightly behind the body, feeling the shoulder blades engage. Relax, coming to center. And this time we're going to bring the hands and the elbows together in front. Pause for a moment together. Coming back to center. We'll do that once more, hands and elbows together in front, pause. And come back to center, lowering the hands, picking up the strap from your knees. We're going to bring that strap nice and wide on the thumbs. Just have the fingers closing over the strap. We're going to start with that strap down by our knees, sitting tall in your chair. Inhaling, looking up at the ceiling through the strap. Exhaling, bringing that strap back down. Inhaling this time, looking up through the strap. And exhaling, bringing that strap behind you. Inhale, bring that strap up. Now, if you found that that was very intense, you can widen your grip on the strap. If you find that that was okay, you can keep your hands where they are or bring them a little bit closer. So we're going to exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up. And this time we're going to exhale in front, inhale up, exhale behind, inhale up, exhale to the front, inhale up, exhale to the back, inhale up, one more round, exhale to the front, inhale up, exhale to the back, inhale up, and slowly lower the strap, let it balance on your legs for just a moment. Let's roll out the shoulders. Let's roll in the opposite direction. Shake it out. Now we're going to do something called a cow face pose. So we're going to take the strap, we're going to allow the long end to drape behind us. We're going to hold the strap at our shoulders on the same side and bring the opposite arm behind you, grabbing that strap. So it's going to look like this. Bringing your hands as close together on that strap as you can, thinking about having the elbow in front, pointed upwards if you can, and just bringing your fingers as close together as you can on the strap. Continue to breathe, sitting nice and tall. Three more rounds of breath. One last breath here. Allow the hand behind the back to release from the strap. Take that strap, we're going to place that strap on the opposite shoulder. Remember, the same hand as the shoulder is going to hold that strap. You're going to bring that strap behind the body. Bring your hands together as close as you can on that strap. And then slowly bringing that elbow up towards the sky. Sitting nice and tall, breathing deeply in this cow face pose. Three more rounds of breath here. Last round of breath. Allow the hand behind the back to release from the strap. Let's bring that strap forward now. And we're going to have one end of the strap by our waist, opposite arm coming forward so that arm is fully extended. And I want you to think about rooting that strap into your waist and really pulling forward with that opposite arm in front of the body on the strap. Sitting nice and tall, try not to rotate the body here. We're going to release the hand from the waist to bring it forward. And now the opposite hand comes down to the waist. Root that hand into the waist and really pull that strap away with the hand in front of the body. Allow the hand from the waist to release, coming forward. We're going to do that once more on each side, rooting the hand into the waist and then really pulling on the strap with the hand in front of the body. Slowly release the strap from the waist, coming forward. Bring the opposite hand to the waist, root it to the waist, and then pull that strap away with the hand in front of the body. And allow the hand at the waist to release, bringing the strap forward. Now let's keep the hands shoulder height. Really try to stretch that strap, pulling in both directions with the hands, gauging the muscles in the shoulders. Beautiful. Keep going, sitting tall, breathing deeply, and let's relax. Okay, so we're going to take the strap now and we're going to bring it around the sole of one foot. We're still sitting tall in the chair, seated forward, glutes on the chair, hamstrings off the chair. We're going to lift that foot off of the ground, strap in both hands, and we're going to bend the knee slightly, taking both ends of the strap into the same hand as the extended leg. Free hand is going to grab the chair, sitting nice and tall here. Let's extend that leg out to the side for an inner thigh and groin stretch. Breathing deeply here, engaging the low back and abdominal muscles to help us keep upright in this posture. One more breath here. Draw that foot forward, grabbing that strap halfway, and bring that foot across the opposite knee. Keep the foot in the strap flexed to protect the bent knee. And on an exhale, lower the body towards the legs, feeling a nice stretch in the hip. Now remember, we all have different range of motion here. So if your hips are really tight and this feels painful, just rise up slightly. There shouldn't be any pain or discomfort. You should just feel a beautiful sensation of a stretch. Balance and flexibility can change from day to day. So just remember, when you're doing any sort of stretch or pose, what you did yesterday may not be what you do today. So just give yourself some grace and find where you feel comfortable in the practice today. Now if it's available to you, lower a little bit closer to the legs, holding here, feeling that stretch in the hip intensify. One more breath. We're going to slowly rise up, bringing that strap into both hands. Let's bring that foot to the ground and bring the opposite foot into the strap. Once again, we're going to lift that foot off the ground, extend the leg, keep a slight bend in the knee, and then bring both ends of the strap into the same hand as the extended leg. Free hand grabs the chair, sitting nice and tall. Let's take that leg out to the side, inner thigh and groin stretch, keeping that slight bend in the knee. Gauging the abdominal and low back muscles to help hold us upright here. Continuing to breathe deeply. One more breath here. Let's draw that foot forward, grab that strap halfway and bring that foot across the opposite knee, keeping the foot in the strap flexed. On an exhale, lower towards the legs. You may notice one side feels a little tighter than the other. It's perfectly normal. Keep breathing deeply. And if it's available to you, lower a little closer to the legs, intensifying the stretch in the hip. It's a beautiful figure 4 stretch. One more breath here. Slowly rising up. Take the strap into both hands. Allow that foot to come down to the ground. Now this time we're going to just allow that strap to come up behind the knee. So it's behind the knee. We're holding that strap really close on either side of the knee. We're going to pick that foot up off the ground. And we're just going to do some rotations outward. Still sitting nice and tall in the chair. Using the strap to assist so we can stay in a nice upright posture here. And let's rotate now inward in the opposite direction, so rotating. One more rotation. Now we're just going to stop here. We're going to rotate just the ankle in one direction. Beautiful. And let's rotate in the opposite direction. And let's turn this now into a point and a flex. Point, flex. Point, flex, 2 more, point, flex, point, flex. Allow that foot to come down to the ground. Now we're going to take that strap behind our opposite knee, bringing the hands on either side of that knee very close, lifting up, sitting nice and tall. We're going to do some external rotations here. One more external rotation, and let's change directions, rotating internally. One more rotation here. Holding here, let's rotate the ankle in one direction. And rotate in the opposite direction. And turn this now into a point and a flex. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex. And one more time, point and flex. Allow the foot to come down to the ground. Take that strap and set it aside. We're not going to use it for the balance of class. Now we're going to sit back about halfway in our chair. We're going to extend one heel forward. We're going to allow both hands to travel down the leg, finding the spot where you can comfortably reach. It might be your toes, it might be your ankles, could be your calves, or maybe even behind your knees, holding onto either side of the knee. So find that spot that feels comfortable for you, keeping a slight bend in that extended leg and the knee. You're going to feel a beautiful stretch coming up through the glutes and the hamstrings here. Continue to breathe deeply. Don't hold your breath. One last breath here. Allow the hands to travel up the legs, slowly rising up, bringing that foot back to meet the other, extending the opposite heel out. Once again, hands coming down the legs, finding that comfortable spot where you can reach. One side could be different than the other, but just find what works for you today, keeping a slight bend in the knee. Then the stretch, come up through the glutes and the back of the leg. One more breath here. Bringing the hands up the leg slowly, rising back up. This time we're just going to take our feet pointed on a slight angle in front of you. We're going to just bring those heels forward. We're going to allow the hands to travel down both legs, holding on to the ankles here. Now you're going to hold on to one ankle, and with the opposite hand, rotate and look up through the fingers at the ceiling. Continuing to breathe. Allow that hand to come down to the ankles. Pause for a moment, and now we're going to take the opposite hand up, looking through the fingers at the ceiling. Allowing that hand to come down slowly. Pausing here, opposite hand up, looking up through the fingers. And allowing that hand to come down. Pause. Opposite side. Last round, have that hand come down. Opposite side. Hand to the sky, looking through those fingers. Bringing that hand down. Opposite hand comes up for the last time, looking through those fingers. Bringing that hand down. Slowly rising up, bringing the hands up both legs. Bringing those feet back together in front so there's a 90-degree bend at the knees. Sitting nice and tall, bringing your hands to your lap, closing your eyes. Noticing your breath if you're breathing deeply, allowing the belly to rise on the inhale. Starting at the crown of your head, do another scan of your body, working your way down to the toes. And just notice if there's any changes from the scan you did at the beginning of class. Noticing without judgment. Bring your hands together at heart center in front of the body. Thank you so much for participating in this class, for sharing your energy with this practice and taking this mindful time for yourself to realize it really is easy to love yoga. I hope you have a beautiful day. Namaste.